My name is Sarah. I currently work in Indianapolis at an ABA clinic. I am currently a program coordinator with a 10 client caseload. All 10 of my clients are somewhere on the autism spectrum. It is a known fact that children on the autism spectrum can have trouble communicating. They have trouble expressing communication and they have trouble receiving communication. 4 out of my 10 clients are actually using augmentative and alternative communication systems. One uses a PEX board, 2 use sign language, and a third or the fourth one uses a LAMP device. I'm going to actually talk about my 2 using sign language. One actually needs modified signs because his motor skills are not as great as client 2. Client 1 actually just graduated from occupational therapy, so he is currently not using the modified signs. He knows 25 plus signs. Right now he is working on want, then demanding for what he wants. So he will say want go, want potty, want horse, and that's like for his horse toy. He also knows how to say eat or drink. The other client that I have uses the modified signs because he has not yet graduated from occupational therapy. He just recently learned how to point, so we are using his pointer finger to sign a lot of things. He can't yet do the want. We're only working on the pointing. So right now he is working on go, which it normally is go with 2 hands. He's also working on eat, which is usually this, but he's got his pointer finger, so he says eat. He also says drink, which he gets all 4 fingers, and he says drink like this, when drink is usually like this. He also is working on jump because he really likes to jump on the trampoline. He uses his 1 pointer finger and puts it onto his hand when jump is usually 2 fingers. Those are the only ones that we're working on right now. He is a little lower functioning, so we don't want to overwhelm him. We're only working on 5, 6 signs with him right now, and we're using all of those modified signs. Once he gradually learns those, we'll slowly add in more signs. The other kid, client 1, that is doing a great job. He's learning plenty. We're still limiting what we're doing because we're adding in the want now. We didn't want to go to 2 words until he had at least a 25 Manning vocabulary. It is very important that individuals have a form of communication. So that is why these AAC systems are so great. We also know how important it is that they can communicate with other people. So we want to make sure that their caregiver, their teacher, their therapist, their parents can understand them. So with each of my clients, I have a binder with all the pictures of the signs that they can actually do. I send that binder home. I put it in their backpack, and hopefully they send it home. They get it out and they use that. That will actually help the parents, therapists, teachers teach the client, understand the client, why they're trying to communicate, and it will also help the client generalize the signs that they've been learning in the clinic. I'm very thankful for these AAC systems. Without these alternative forms of communication, 4 out of my 10 clients would not even be able to communicate with us, and they would not be progressing as well as they are. The reason they are progressing in the ABA clinic is because they can communicate, they can tell us what they want, therefore they work for the reinforcement that they have told us that they want. These systems are great, and I don't have a specific one that I recommend. I think that it solely depends on the client. Obviously, AAC systems are great and appropriate for children with autism. It honestly just depends on their high and low functioning, their motor skills. It's dependent on the client which one you would choose.